This is the Mohsin Mortgage Program with Sarah Mohsin. Mohsin Mortgage is licensed in several states for residential and commercial purchases and refinancing. Call 800-662-9550. And now, here's your host, Sarah Mohsin.
It's great to be back here again, folks, and it's Thursday. A lot going on in the economy, a lot of numbers, and some of them just seem a little scary based on what you're hearing. But let's just pay attention to the facts, because at the end of the day, the facts are all that matters. Interest rates are still very low for residential mortgages and commercial lending as well. Keep in mind that we're doing financing throughout the U.S. for commercial and residential lending, and interest rates are right around the 4s. Now, if you're looking at adjustable rates, we can offer you lower rates than 4% or 4.5%. But the fixed rates have never been this low since probably the 1950s or 1960s. Folks, please feel free to call me here at 1-800-662-9550. I look forward to your questions, and I really feel privileged that you're listening to us daily here with Salem Radio. And I have Sarah Wernert, my very good friend and coach, with me in the studio. How are you doing this morning?
I'm doing great. How are you, Sarah?
Moving along. You know, it's been a great week. It's fun to have you here. It's really great to be able to share your knowledge base on health and fitness and how it's helped me as well.
Great. Well, it's fun being here. You've been an excellent client and friend, and I'm looking forward to telling everyone about you again.
The perfect relationship.
Yeah.
So what do you think about with the high levels of obesity rates, and it's not just saying, well, you're making bad decisions, but sometimes people are rushing around. They're just trying to get through the day and going out there buying whatever that's fast and quick and easy to eat, and not realizing that that's just not fueling your body the right way. And it doesn't help as well with too much sugar, can create some anxiety, things like that.
Right. Yeah, I see that in these, economic times, a lot of people do tend to make poor choices in their diet, and they opt for things that are faster rather than healthier. Mm-hmm. And, that's really not the way that they should do it. If we don't have our health, we don't have much of anything else. Mm-hmm. Let's face it. So it's really important that people put their health first, and that they understand that fueling their body is, there should be one of their number one priorities. So even though it might be faster or cheaper to have some of these options, that it's really maybe not the healthiest option. And what I do is I counsel people about their nutritional needs. Mm-hmm. I do lots of online training, and I've been very successful at it. And I look forward to helping anyone that's out there that feels that, maybe they could need some help. Maybe they would like to talk to someone and, see what kind of options they have, or what are they doing wrong in their diet, or, maybe they are on a budget, and what are the healthier, cheaper options that they could go for.
Right. You're an athlete, and you're professional. You're great at what you do. You're my trainer. Mm-hmm. You're my friend. We have actually chatted early mornings when we work out, and you've given me great advice. And it's interesting because the type of person that I am, I'm used to just being the one to give advice. Mm-hmm. But in order to be good at what you do, you also need a coach for your other parts of life. As a person who is looking to achieve greater health and fitness, you need to go to the expert. And I reached out to you, and I specifically found you. Mm-hmm. And made sure that I could get the best possible advice, so that when I'm up early, when I'm doing radio, which I do daily in Boston, and I'm on Glenn Meekum's program, that I can give the best possible advice. Because if my mind isn't clear, and if I'm not healthy, then it becomes a domino effect. And therefore, what you offer speaks volumes, because it does change a person's focus, changes their ability to make decisions in better ways. When I offer advice on finance, I want to make sure it's the right information. You gave me that tool, that nutritional plan that you gave me was a blueprint. I've had trainers, the great trainers,
right?
But the information wasn't correct. The information that you provided me with your nutritional plan changed everything.
Right. That is what you said when we met. You've had trainers all your life, and I see that, and I see that a lot of trainers don't really even touch on the nutrition part of all this. Mm-hmm. And really, that is 80% of it. And I told you in the beginning that, stick with me. This might have been quite a statement. I don't know what you thought of me after I said this, but I said, stick with me and your body will change more in the next 12 weeks than it has in the last 20 years with your trainers. And, would you say that that has been correct?
Yeah, absolutely. 150%. Definitely.
Right. Because it all does come down to fueling your body and getting on the right program, and what I've learned over time is I make programs on an 8-week basis.
Right.
My online training is 8 weeks because it's a good amount of time that you will see results, and it's not too long that people will fall off of the track. As we go, you learn so much about your body and about yourself when you do this. And what I have them do, if someone would to sign up with me, you take a first set of progress pictures.
Right.
Because it's amazing if you step back and really take a good look at yourself. A lot of us are so busy and, worried about finances or, everyday life. We really don't really know what's going on with our own physiques and bodies. And, if we take a picture of ourselves and really analyze it, you can see, if you're carrying 20, 30, 40 or so more pounds of weight, that is really not good for your health. You really need to do something. You need to get on a nutritional plan.
Right.
And, or even if you are somewhat happy with your body and you want to tone up a little, I can help any individual, in either scenario. And what you do is you take a first set of progress pictures and then we chat for the first 1 or 2 weeks. I make a personalized plan depending on their, needs, their gender, their age, their their goals. And so then I set up an individualized plan, which I think is key because a lot of these either trainers or cookie cutter type weight, different diets might just give you something that's not tailor made. And that's personal. What I do.
Right. Yes. Right. And it does make a difference because there are likes and dislikes of the food that you like and your
timing,
day-to-day activities. And it's very personal. It's not the big name company that says, here you go get prepackaged meals, processed, etc.
Right.
There's a lot of care that's taken into what you're telling folks to put in their bodies. And again, as I've said, feel free to look at Sarah Wernert's website. It's a beautiful website. She's an athlete. She's competed. I can't say enough good things about you because it's all true and an amazing thing, and you've accomplished a lot of great things. Her website is Sarah, SarahWernert, or just call us, 1-800-662-9550, because the bottom line is this. I've been searching for a number of years since I started my company to actually have a partnership, and it works even better because we're friends, to see somebody who is just as passionate as I am about changing lives and making good decisions, long-term decisions. These are not short-term gain type of decisions. And I see it over and over again when it comes to finances, just like you see it when it comes to health and fitness, that the bad information can just not give you any results or just give you bad results. Too much working out or too much of one thing can actually end up harming you because that information has been incorrect, and it's going to end up not giving you the results, which I've seen in the past for myself, and which you've actually been able to give me that equation.
Right.
It's actually simple. It's not that complicated.
Really, it's not. It's not reinventing the wheel or anything. And I try to do that with each individual. I won't, if someone eats at, 3 o'clock in the afternoon, and I'm not going to reinvent the wheel and tell them they can't ever eat at 3 o'clock in the afternoon, or, I will tailor make that diet for the way their lifestyle is. And I think the biggest thing with me is I practice what I preach.
You sure do.
I am, living proof that it works. I compete, I model, I do these things. And if the diet didn't work, then I wouldn't look like I do on stage. It's obviously works. I obviously know what I'm doing, and it is my passion. I want to help as many people that I possibly can, because our health is so important to us. And it just kills me when I see people that don't make it a priority, So I'm definitely here for anyone to reach out to me and, pick my brain, that wants help, because this is what I am truly passionate about.
It is. And you do practice what you preach, and you do love it. I mean, literally, you're out there, you have your Facebook and Fitness Connection page, If you go on to Sarah Wernert's website, you can connect right in there to see how involved she is with making sure people are getting back to basics, healthy living. And that's what Mohsin Mortgage is about as well. It's back to basics, living within your means, and having this healthy lifestyle. And I'm going to have you back here on Friday as well, because I want to chat with you a little bit about not only the relay, but just about your family. And what I like about it is you have your family night. And you recently, you're a godmother, right?
I am. Yes, I am. That's just a good reason to spoil her.
I know, and that's very exciting. And what I love about Sarah truly is that you're very family-based, and you're extremely humble. Even though you're a superstar, everybody knows about you, and you've competed, and you have a great following. You have fans, you have people. You were in the Arnold Classic. You were awarded and won there. So these are things that are huge, but you never really chat about that. Anyways, I'm being told I've got to wrap up, folks. Stay well, Boston, until Friday.
This has been the Mohsin Mortgage Program with Sarah Mohsin. Mohsin Mortgage is licensed in several states for residential and commercial purchases and refinancing. Call 800-662-9550.